these Biloxi blues. It happens every night.
Every night.
I ain't ever met a riverboat dealer that could ever be a friend of mine.
I have not, or a riverboat diva.
He never treats me kind, it leaves trouble.
No
on
riverboat
my
divas
mind.
around here.
So I'm bidding farewell, putting in my notice, and I'll see you.
You can't hear it because you wouldn't wear headphones, but here we go.
This highway does not know my name, and I don't care.
No, I don't care.
Heading my way for another place, and I got 3 good tires and a
Right to the hook, right here.
Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.
Low budget live, not so live from the low budget live bar and grill, bar and bunker, and Valentine's freaking headquarters is all I got to say. And I have the one and only triple threat Miss Marissa D in studio for a Valentine special.
Cold studio.
Cold studio. That's why we're dressed like Eskimos. Mercer's going to make so much fun of me with his Canadian ass.
Snowpocalypse.
Yes. We are estimated to get like 7 or 8 inches of snow. And if you're in southern Tennessee, that is a no bueno. But what we're getting outside right now is some really, really ridiculous freaking ice. Mm-hmm. And like freezing fog. And like it's kind of nasty. So and I think most of you that listen that are in the south to southeast, whether that be Texas, whatever, we're all in for this, what we're not used to, which is a gigantic Arctic blast. And it's, it is interesting to say the least around here in southern Tennessee and going to be for the next couple of days. So we're dressed up like Eskimos. It's very low budget in the bar and grill. For all of you that may have just joined for the first time, you are now listening to Low Budget Live, and you are now a low lifer. So congratulations. I don't, whether you love it or hate it, you're a low lifer. I like to do that to the people that might just creep in and just kind of peek through the blinds and maybe hate on the show. Low lifer, you're a low lifer. Ooh, now that you've joined the experience, immersed yourself in the program that is Low Budget Live, you are now a low lifer. So congratulations. Do you consider yourself a low lifer, honey?
I do.
Oh man.
The proper answer.
You sleep with a low lifer.
I do.
You do. You do sleep with a low lifer and have for a very long time. So that's I think that's worth adding. And I don't know if it's just the light, but I think you're looking especially lovely on Valentine's Day, honey.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Valentine's, this is the podcast for Monday, February the 15th, but we're recording on the evening of Valentine's Day on the 14th. And could you drop a little knowledge on the low-lifers out there about how good I did for Valentine's? I mean, yes. I would like a recorded, documented, just episode of how good I was.
Okay, so really toot your horn here.
Yes, here we go.
Okay,
listen up, ladies and gentlemen.
So Friday night, kid-free dinner reservations at a new restaurant, and we did that. We put on real clothes.
We did, which we do not have on right now.
No.
Underneath the bar
is no one's business.
It's nobody's business. It's very cash.
Very, very casual.
Very cash.
So Friday night, kid-free.
And ratchet, sorry. You got on cheetah skin down pajama pants. Don't be talking about my freaking joggers over here.
That was a secret.
Well, they ain't gonna see it. It's theater of the mind. Okay. They now know.
Okay. So Friday night, real clothes, showered, no children, an amazing dinner. Truly, that place was really, really good.
It was good. Masked up, went out.
So then, we wake up yesterday. The house here is a free-for-all at all times, and never know who's coming or going. Mm-mm. You had bought and marinated enough steak for us.
Yep.
You then frantically went and purchased more steak because we ended up with kids here. But no, you did. You had the tablecloth, round tablecloth on a round table.
Yeah.
That you went in a weakened state.
Health-wise, to Walmart.
Battling the COVID, unvaccinated.
And spent $6.74 on it. For those keeping up.
Yes. So we had a white tablecloth.
We did.
We had candles.
Wrinkled tablecloth.
Mm-hmm. And then you had torn some cardboard
from a tackle warehouse box
into and made a little Dunkin' placard for the table.
Yep.
So that there was no confusion. It was our table. We were gonna eat there. So you killed it. And then after we had amazing steak, you then.
I didn't know what you were going to say when you was like amazing steak.
Amazing
steak. Damn, I thought you were
steak. And then
tell a triple threat story.
You're so stupid. I'm leaving in my pajama pants. You then battled COVID again to go back to Walmart.
Swam through it.
Yes, just fighting that COVID left and right.
Stiff arming.
My vaccinated self was home in the warm, but you went back and you retrieved desserts.
Yeah.
And weighted blankets.
You sold me out on that. So I bought some weighted blankets last night.
So if you've ever wondered what it's like to be held down and suffocated while resting, get a weighted blanket and put it on top of yourself.
Very comfortable. Very comfortable.
So that was a weird purchase, but it was okay.
I was about half buzzed, and Harper drove me.
Harper did drive you to Walmart.
She drove the new wrap truck to Walmart.
That's always a good sign that
she's
you
20
shouldn't
years
be
old.
Driving is that you let her drive that giant truck.
That's true. I wasn't.
No.
But I did. I had a couple drinks and
did
Harper,
buy weird things.
Elizabeth. I did buy weird things. Walmart is really fun if you're buzzed. It is, man.
That may be what I need to try.
It's the only place you could go and get like night crawlers, cheesecake, eagle claw hooks, weighted blankets, and dog treats. Like, there's not many places like that on planet Earth. You gotta give it mad props.
I'll give it that
for what it is, right?
Yes.
Now, here's the deal. In our hometown, everybody's like, "What? Deadly virus?" And they're just all being there, just like making out with each other, and all this just like coughing and snotting up the aisles. I mean, it's a lot for me to go in there, man.
and I do not.
Yeah, it's a lot in there.
So you made that 2 trips to Walmart.
And I'm not saying it's just Walmart that's that way in our hometown, because it seems to be like most places, but like Walmart, I think, is kind of the epicenter of that.
Yeah.
I hate Walmart. And now they don't check you out. It's like you applied to work there. Like, you have to ring yourself up. And I'm not saying like I'm too good to do it. I'm just saying that ain't the job that I wanted in life, and I'm not good at it. And it takes forever.
That's my problem at Kroger, because all of the people in our hometown are sitting in their warm car while some 16-year-old's getting their groceries and going to bring it out.
You don't like that at all. That gets you really.
It is good for new moms with tiny babies.
Or the elderly.
And elderly, immune compromised
If you think
people.
if your ass can walk around on 2 legs, you better be getting your own groceries.
Get in there and get the brand of peanut butter you want, go get it.
You're not a click lister.
But anyway, it's a feature, and now all the people that work there are catering to that. So then I basically check myself out after I shop for myself, bag my own things, and then wrestle it to the car. It's okay. It's okay.
There's nothing that really, I think that's like top 5 with you. That pisses
I really
you
size
off
the
about.
people up as
you
I'm
really
going to my
do.
car.
You're so
I'm
judgmental.
really looking to see if you
You're
needed
so
to be
judgmental.
sitting
And
in your
I
car.
am one that really likes convenience. So I would be all about the click list and ordering, and some
your
16-year-old
freaking click
rolls
list.
up. Dude, I go to the grocery store at this freaking house as much as you do.
I'm sending you to Walmart.
This Valentine's episode took a turn.
You shouldn't have brought up the click list.
Hey, something that came up when I was at Express Boats, shout out Express. When I was at Express Boats picking up my boat, Clay Connor wanted to know how you got the name Triple Threat.
How'd you answer that?
Carefully, but it goes back to an episode we did 3 years ago, before I, had the bar and grill, and I had an office in our bedroom, a little makeshift desk. It was a desk.
Office.
I wouldn't call it an office. Okay, let's not church it up. It was a freaking desk in the corner. You always take your work with you, So you can never escape TH Marine, that's for sure. So I would set up my MacBook, and we would record just like this with two microphones sitting there. And you did a lot, several episodes with me back then. I really got to big time now, and you don't enjoy it as much anymore.
Yeah.
You don't like being on camera though. And I'm always like, selfie, Instagram, YouTube, and you don't like that as much. But the name Triple Threat, it was a Halloween episode, and I just brought up that you were multi-talented.
You did,
and I stand by that.
You did reference that,
and you said, you said a triple threat, really, and I was like, I freaking agree. Triple threat, multi-talented.
And now I have enjoyed being in public and being called that by strange men that I don't know.
Yeah, it is odd. It is odd. You signed autographs at the Bassmaster Classic last year, at Low Budget Live, where COVID actually began.
Oh yeah.
And then you got COVID, most likely because you were sick.
I was very sick
as a freaking dog for like 4 weeks. But yeah, you have people calling you out on that. I did the Ike Live, the Ike's Foundation benefit telethon the other night, and you were in the comments on it. They were, Triple Threat, what's up, Triple Threat?
Yes.
Marissa D.
Yes.
The Triple Threat. Do you enjoy? I think this is while I got you.
While you got me.
While I got you.
It's
on
like
the podcast.
Limited time.
Well, you told me I don't have. You told me I didn't have long because the kids are probably burning the house down.
Yeah.
There's no telling what's going on up there in the Duncan house right now. My question is this: do you enjoy all of this world? Because I don't think people realize like what goes into a day with Luke and Marissa Duncan.
Ooh, it is a circus, for sure.
There's a reason it's called the Traveling Circus.
Yeah,
because we have 5 children between us. We're the Brady Bunch. But between all my jobs and all of your jobs, which are very many, you just have one career, but then you have lots of jobs. You're the best mom I know.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And the best stepmom I know. And you
thank you very much.
Really take care of everybody and keep the house running. But what do you think about all this craziness that is the Luke Duncan's Traveling Circus world?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I love it. It's, goodness gracious, the fun we've had with it, the people we've met. It's brought so many different things into our lives. My only thing is the negativity, and that's just with people when you put yourself out there, and that's just people.
Does that bum you out, like the mom's basement comments that we talk about?
And I don't use that term.
You don't like mom's basement? I know, for various reasons.
I do not say that. But yeah, I don't like that. I feel like if you don't like something,
just buzz on through.
Just go on.
Yeah.
So I don't like the negativity. I don't think that's necessary. I'm not raising our children to be those people. So that gets to me a little bit, just because I'm like, you have no idea, and people are judgy, and I don't like that.
Oh, they're super judgy.
But for the most part, it is a circus, and it's a lot of fun. We have been so many places, and I really haven't. I don't come out here much. But
you don't.
I do not come out here much. But I mean, like that wall and the connections with
added
people.
Added a new piece this week from Jeremy Fly.
Yes, and that was amazing. And
a flag flown in our honor in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking awesome.
And I do like, it is funny, people feel like they know us.
Yeah.
That don't know us, just from your stuff, and that's
and we've opened our lives up.
We have.
Do you think that we show them like it's authentic? What we show us? I mean, we don't show everything,
for sure.
But
yeah. I mean, definitely. I don't think we hide behind anything. I mean, it is a circus. It is a lot. You have opinions and you share those, and
you don't agree with all of them either. Do you?
I don't agree with all of them. I could get on.
Y'all aren't the only ones.
I could get on here and argue for these people sometimes, but no.
On some stuff, yeah.
On some stuff. But no, yeah, I think it's as real as rain, pretty much, I think. But no, I do enjoy all the positives. And like I say, the only negative is just, I don't know. It's just, that's weird for me.
That people just like watch something you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into, and if they don't like it, they make sure to tell you how much you suck and how much they hate you or whatever.
Yeah.
When it's free too, right? That's what gets me, is it's like with all content, I've seen a lot of people, and I'm going to get to this later in the podcast, about, people bitching about the Bassmasters this weekend and where it was televised and where it wasn't. And I agree to some, you and I have talked about this today, to some extent, but it's like, man, it's like these people put themselves out there and they put this big production out there, and basically you get to consume it for free on Bassmaster.com, and it's on, Fox comes with your cable if you have that. But a lot of work goes into this stuff. You know?
For sure.
And I've just never been one of those people. I bitch a lot. Obviously, I have a show where I do it. But I've always been one of those people, like, I'm not going to leave you a comment and be like, hey, man, yeah, you suck and this video sucks. I mean, I'm just like, I didn't like that. I may text Stupid Dumb Darren and go, hey, did you see so-and-so fishing's YouTube video that was absolute trash? Now, I may low-key hate on something like that, but I'm not just going to be like, this is not what I expected.
Well, I think, too, I personally know how many people come to you wanting you to, like, voice about things that they don't want to voice about because they don't want to be the face of that. And, like, you use your face and you use your name and you use your mouth to argue other people's points. Which is all part of it. But, like, people who create all these weird accounts.
Oh, man, it's been bad this week.
I was like, and this new person.
This new one, yeah. This new one's fun.
This new person on Instagram who.
I blocked the same account. This is no joke. This not to cut you off, baby.
But, yeah. But
4 times in the same day. They're using an old headshot.
A weekday. Like, why are you not working?
A 10-year-old picture of me with long hair when I was playing music, got a guitar case. When I was recording an album, I had headshots made. Everybody does that. And they found one wherever. They're using it for the picture, and they've changed the name on the account. It's always some form of my name misspelled. And they got to comment 4 times in one day, blocked them, and they went and made another account and came right back. Like,
that's dedication.
I ain't got that much time, right? I don't even hardly have time to block it. It is dedication.
But, like, that's just weird to me. Like, all that's weird.
Like, it's a weird obsession, right? Like, that people have with certain people.
And the thing is they want to say they're hating, but, like, I don't let anybody know they bother me that much.
Yeah.
Like,
I would just never let anybody know. That doesn't bother me. I just don't want them saying, like, inappropriate things with my picture attached on other people's pages.
And
that's what happens most of the time.
Yeah, and that's my point, is they use a picture and they use your name and they say things that, they would be too scared to say themselves. And it's just like, I don't know. I think that's weird. But no, there are parts of it that just come with anything, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just the world we're in now. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, everybody feels like they have a platform because they can say what they want to on, something. So that's fun.
I've got a really good idea. Speaking of, like, this and this whole crazy world we're in, why don't you do the sponsor plugs?
What?
The sponsor plugs for this week. Do you want to do them? Do you got a StarTron pitch that you'd like to?
Do you just shake it? I mean,
I don't just shake it. It's not all I do. It's not all I do. You got to talk about it kicking ethanol in the teeth.
Yeah.
And your weed eater and your chainsaw.
Yes, all of that.
And your outboard engine.
All my outboard engines for sure.
We'd like to thank StarTron for bringing you Low Budget Live, going on 3 years now. The fine folks, StarTron, Starbright, making Starbright cleaning products, but get you a bottle of StarTron. Takes care of ethanol in every gas-burning engine out there. Nothing ruins a great day on the water, like an outboard engine that won't run.
For sure.
Second.
I can say they're fun folks. I've met them.
Oh, yeah, they're the best. They're the best. They're the best.
They turned that atmosphere around when they arrived.
Yeah,
they were a fun time.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're great people.
Yeah.
The second sponsor, and I think you can speak to this one as well, that we got to mention is Simms Fishing Products.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wore a Simms shirt to dinner Friday night, and it didn't
so handsome.
And didn't look like a fishing chair. I didn't look like a fish bum because I am like, look, free. You give me free stuff. I got hoodies.
We got hoodies forever, y'all.
Wearing this Simms toboggan.
I'm going to do a hoodie giveaway.
Yeah, we need
Your hoodies.
Yeah, we need to. I got plenty I need to get rid of, for sure, to say the least. But Simms making awesome equipment. They've got a new suit coming out. They've been teasing in some like little video clips this week, but the Pro Guide rain suit is still right up there for me. It's really, really nice. But I've got a Simms order some new goodies that I'm waiting to come in. But just an array of stuff. A lot of you reach out to me asking for a discount code there. I do not have one for the low lifers yet, but I'm working on that. I'm begging for that. Patterson, if you're listening. But I'm here to remind all of you low lifers, you have one life, fish it well. I want to thank the people fine people. Everybody's fine. If they support this program,
Fine
support the
folks.
family, I feel like they are fine folks. The fine folks at Pro Guide Batteries, they are a new sponsor as well, and I've got them in the Express, and I'm ready to take that Express to Texas and run those Pro Guide batteries into the ground every single day and see what I think about them. I'm ready. I've had battery issues for years, so I'm ready to stretch those bad boys out. And then, of course, like I just said, last but not least, the official boat, and it's a boat, ain't it?
Oh,
It's a boat. It's a boat. You like it.
You know, it's a pretty boat. It's a big boat.
It's huge, yeah.
And the lights and music maybe take it up a notch. I don't know.
Does have some bling.
Yeah,
does have some bling.
Very jazzy boat.
Very jazzy,
but no, it is a beautiful boat. I love the
sea deck.
I love the sea deck.
There you go. She loves the sea deck in the Express X21. Got to thank those folks out there. I was sitting out there rigging. I'm packing it right now. I was like a kid yesterday down there, just going through stuff, reorganizing, and I'm truly. Like I was just like caught myself just like smile. I was like, dude, I love the layout so much, and I love the boat. Like it just feels like home. It does. It is really, really, really. It's just exciting. I'm ready to spend the year, casting for bass out of it for sure. And we pushed our Choke Canyon 6 Cents trip back a few days to dodge all this weather. And stupid dumb Darian and I are going to get out there and get on them. Towards the end of this week now, so a little change in plans. But so thank you to all the sponsors. And if you don't like the sponsor plugs, you know what? Skirt right on through it, right? But we want to appreciate, thanks and appreciate those fine sponsors each and every week. And y'all make sure you're supporting them. I don't have a discount code for Express either. I get a lot of comments about that. Try Luke 10 at checkout and see if it works.
See what they
Sorry,
get
Clay. Sorry, Clay. Well, what do you? What's on the menu for tonight, huh?
Well, I made soup.
I cook steaks, you make soup. Dadgummit.
Really good soup.
You did make really good soup. I will give you that.
Yes.
So anything else you want to add? You pumped for Bryan New?
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We watched Bryan catch him today.
It was fun. It was very fun. Yeah, that was exciting.
You like Bryan. You remember when Bryan fished with me as a co-angler of all things in my rookie year.
And you
on
said
tour.
then.
He's the best.
I mean, like you literally told me.
Yeah, he's
then.
like top.
You're
He's like top 5 I've ever been in a boat with. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
he's a freak.
You said it then, and you said it this morning, and he.
It cracks me up to see people that are like, "Who is this guy?" And I'm like, "You don't pay enough attention in the world of bass fishing because
You'll know who he is from now on."
Yeah, you're gonna know him for a long time to come. They're gonna be covering that dude for a long time. So, pretty awesome. You're pretty awesome. You are appropriate with the red for Valentine's.
Of course, I thought that out.
And I feel like that I've kept you way longer than I said I was going to.
And since you told him I'm in cheetah pants, then
now you can just escape.
Just exit left instead of exit right, correct?
Stage left. Ladies and gentlemen, the Triple Threat Valentine's Special. Thank you for coming and doing this with me.
Yes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, a day late when they hear it, but
yes.
Happy February 15th.
Hope you had a happy Valentine's Day.
hope you killed it.
I'm not good at live, not live.
Yeah, live, not live. That's right.
All right, I'm sneaking.
All right, I love you, and I'll see you in a little bit.
I love you too.
All right, there she goes, the Triple Threat. I got to reset a camera right here. I also got to text our guest because I'm running a little bit behind right now. Let's see. All right, there we go. Hope y'all enjoyed that, man. We live these lives where, we're just going 90 miles an hour all the time. And most of the time on Saturdays, Sundays, I'm out here and recording, and I just want to make sure my family's involved. That's why you see me have the kids in, and I've had Harper and Hudson and Ryder up, and it's been a while since Marissa D's been out here, so on the show. So absolutely thrilled that she came out. Hope y'all enjoyed that. So as we mentioned, moving on, fishing is back big time, man. 2 freaking awesome events, I feel like, this week. With first being the Elite Series. Bryan New, just got to say congratulations to Bryan. A really good dude, and I don't know how to describe what a great angler he is. And I hope you got a glimpse of that. But as Zona said on live today, that's not even his strength, in my opinion, what he was doing down there. And this kid's got a just freaking future that's going to be very, very promising. So congrats to Bryan. I mean, everybody's pumped for Bryan, but and in a jam-packed top 10 that was just full of heavy hitters, man, and just Hack's back. It was just a good event, man. Seeing Hackney on live, he was having fun. Nobody breaks stuff down as good as Greg, in my opinion. But you got Seth Fodder coming out of there with the top 3. Mark Menendez made a top 10, his first event back. Welcome back, Mark. Patty Walters, just live scoping them with the jerkbait again. That kid's a freak. Brian Smith came off that Toyota win. I'm telling you better watch him this year. He gets his legs under. Big Hank Cherry made the top 10. So really a great top 10 down there. Gary Klaus, shout out to Gary Klaus in his 100th Bassmaster event, owner of Phoenix Boats. He's probably going to fire Greg Hackney now because Greg was chasing him down yesterday. I was texting Mercer. I was like, you think he'll get fired for this? It's weird. It's weird. But Gary's just one of the guys when he's out there on the tour, and congrats on a top 10, man. He had a special little spot for 2 days and just kind of dried up on him, but caught some big weights those first 2 days. And these other dudes, they just slowly kind of chipped away at it and then overtook him here on day 4. But so congrats to all those guys. Got to have a Cox Watch, new segment, Cox Watch, 2021 Cox Watch, ladies and gentlemen. John Cox made the first cut. He's 1 for 1. First $10,000 checks. So there's your Cox Watch. Next up, he'll be up there in Knoxville, Tennessee, I think. No, I don't know where he's fishing next, actually. I'll have to look at his schedule. But John Cox, 1 for 1. So one $10,000 check out of the way. There you go. There's something that I want to touch on, and I talked about it a little bit with the triple threat there. But it's just confusion in bass fishing. And I want to touch on this with bass, and I want to touch on this with Mlflw Big Five. Rest in peace, FLW Tour. I want to touch on that with them when I get there here in a few. But this Fox News thing, Fox Sports thing, FS1, I feel like it's a really good thing for bass. It's really cool. Live bass fishing on TV. I have personally enjoyed it all weekend when I had a chance to watch, But I have seen a lot of people very upset about the fact that during those hours, you can't watch it on Bassmaster.com. It's not the same feed. And they got like Ronnie Moore sitting at a desk by himself. I didn't check it out other than just like a couple minutes. It was just kind of, I don't know. I don't mean any disrespect, but it was just awkward to me, the little bit I watched. But I had it on Fox, and I was just seeing comments from people. I was like, good God, man. People were just airing it out, but a lot of people were like, I don't have FS1, I just watch online, blah, 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 blah. So there was a lot of griping and complaining, and, and that's confusing for people to not, I think not, and maybe it's the fans' fault for not understanding, but Bass definitely took some shots over that online, man. Of course, the forum, warriors are wearing it out and all that, but it's just, maybe it's just going to take some getting used to. Maybe they'll change some things up. The coverage on FS1 was stellar. It was beautiful. It looked really good. It was cool seeing those guys on FS1. Like I said, I got to watch it. I laid in bed and watched it this morning. I was like, ugh, super early, and for me, and and on a cold morning, I sat there and then moved it to the couch with one of the weighted blankets that Triple Threat told you that I bought, and checked it out on the couch there. I really watched it until it went off this morning. I had the Big Five FLW Tour pulled up on my phone a few times as well until it just looked like Skeet was running off with it, and then Chris Lane caught a 10-pounder, and I wasn't watching, but. So interesting. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that. I know y'all will. Did you like it? Did you not? What do you think about how that's all working out? Bass Track was really cool this week. Added some new features. So shout out to Chris Mitchell and the gang at Bass at the website. Doing good things there. Doing good things. And I got a text from my little buddy Justin Atkins. He's fired up about the elites. He's like, dude, this is the place to be. He made a big comeback, had a good event. Kyle Welcher caught him. We saw KJ Queen, another rookie, caught him there. Josh Strassner, Josh Hamner. So the rookies kind of showed out, man. Look down that list. There were some rookies that really showed out this week, and this is going to be a really cool year. The elite field is freaking stacked, man, for damn sure. So it's going to be really cool. All right, moving on down the line to just down the road in Florida. First of all, again, I want to say I think every Bass Pro is in Florida. Good God, it's been invaded. Everybody's everywhere. You got guys. I saw Adrian Avena freaking cast netted a 10-pounder today trying to get shiners. Like, everybody's just in Florida having a time. And I don't blame them, because it's like that one little peninsula is warm and everywhere else just sucks and it's cold. So I don't blame it, but it's like everybody's down there. So right down the road at Okeechobee, you had the Mlflw Big Five. And this is the first, not FLW tour. Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit Big Five, whatever we're calling it now. And it was a great event, man. Weight-wise, they hammered on them down there, caught them pretty good. Something I didn't realize they were doing this year is a 50 cut, which I like, instead of going to like a 20 or 30 cut. Got a 50 cut, gives guys a chance to jockey for position, maybe improve themselves on that final day. But congratulations to Skeet Reese. It's still hard to get used to seeing Skeet Reese fish a FLW-type event. And it's been a while since Skeet has won, so seeing him win there, definitely different. It's weird, because there was a time that I don't think Skeet would have been caught dead fishing FLW when he was at the elites. But so it's very odd for me to see that. But he had a hell of a final day, caught 27 pounds. Really had a great week. Him and Chris Lane, two BPT guys that are fishing that, they both made the top 10 there. Big shout out to my buddy Anthony Gagliardi. Gagliardi was in the top 10. It's his first event that he's fished, professional event. I've been thinking about him a lot this week without his dad, Big G, that we lost last year. And I know that had to be a difficult event. So I know Big G's smiling, man. So I was happy to see that took place for him, man. Some other cool things. Billy McDonald let some fish jump out of his live well. If y'all hadn't seen that clip, that was insanity. He was back there scrambling around, let two fish get away. I don't think ultimately it ended up hurting him. He ended up catching 18 pounds, but it was made for very good footage, to say the least. We had 80 spots paid in this tournament. I didn't realize that. I don't know if that's throughout the whole year. I hope it is for the anglers. That's half the field. I thought that was a really, really, really big statement. I thought that was a positive from this event that I could take away. This is the confusion. Like I said, with Bass, you got confusion. You got confusion with MLF as well. So if you've ever watched MLF, I feel like for a casual fan, if you've watched MLF, Major League Fishing, right? Major League Fishing, and they're gently putting the bass in the boat. Oh, it's a bass. Gently releasing them, extending the life of the sport. MLF. And they're doing all that. And then in the pro circuit, it doesn't matter. You could drop kick a bass and it doesn't matter. Which, listen, I'm all for taking care of them, but I want them in the boat. I'm going to sling them over the side. But it was funny on the website, or on Instagram, they post Sonar, Miles Berghoff, who had a great tournament, and he's going to win one probably this year. Thought it was looking like this was going to be the one. Great angler, great dude. But he was boat flipping one, like 6-pounder on the carpet. And this is the feeder system for the BPT, where you get penalized for all that kind of stuff. So I just don't know. That just adds to the confusion for me. I don't know how you can allow that. And like I said, I'm for boat flips. Boat flip them all. Boat flip them all. Tonk, right on the carpet. Put them in the box. You know what? Dude, we take better care of bass now than we ever have before, right? Like, that's our fisheries are better than they've ever been, and you got more people fishing than ever before. So, like, I want them in the boat. But I just think it's funny that when those rules change, how guys, it does change the way that they land bass most of the time, So are we conservation minded if flipping them in the boat is a bad thing? A lot of people say it knocks the slime coat off the fish and all that. I don't want him flopping around down there forever. That's why I got a sea deck now. Come on. But I don't know, man. I think if your line is we're extending the life of the sport and we're doing this, it's so confusing since they've bought FLW, the live well thing and all that. It's odd, man. It's really, really odd. But I just, we'll see. And I saw some comments. Like that on social media, and I put that in my phone. I was like, confusion. And that is, man. It's too bad that we have that much confusion in the sport, because if just a casual dude, and I thought about that when I was watching Fox, if just a casual guy flips on FS1, he has no damn clue. And the guys like Zona and Tommy, they do a really good job in trying to explain everything, like dumb it down, because you have to. If somebody just think about the first time you ever watched a tournament, you have no damn clue. Why is this guy reeling one this way? Why is this guy doing this? Why is this guy up here in these trees? Why is this one guy not around anything? Like it's confusing. How do the rules work? So I think to get the sport to where people think we're heading, which is growing it, I just think some of this confusion has got to, mellow out a little bit. And I think if Major League Fishing's stance is we treat bass better than anybody, then you don't need anybody boat flipping them in the pro circuit, or BFLs or whatever, Toyotas. I think that should be kind of your deal all the way through, not just at your championship event. I think that is very, very, it's hypocritical almost. So, and I think that's bizarre that, Skeet Reese, if he wanted to boat flip one today, he could, but if he goes to fish a BPT next week, he can't do that. I don't know, man. It's just, and I may be making a mountain out of a molehill, but, it's what I do. But yeah, just confusion all the way around. And going to text our guest here. So, some other confusing things happening down around FLW and around the MLF Cup, and that is freaking thieves, man. Thieves. Michael Neal got all of his graphs stolen, his windows knocked out, Columbia, South Carolina. John Hunter, and one of our guests today, got the rod stolen at Okeechobee. That's like fisherman on fisherman crime, in my opinion, because you got to know what the crap's worth to take it. So we're stealing from our own, man. I can't stand that, man. I've had all my rods and reels stolen a few times. Just hate a thief, man. That's why I have Matt Robertson on, and that's why I'm having the guy on today I'm having on, and his story's remarkable, but just so ridiculous, man, that you got to worry about your stuff like that when you're on the road. And I can't wait to kind of get the story from our guest on how that went down. But just lock your crap up, guys. Lock it up. Get a locker bar. Do whatever you got to do, because they watching now. The more and more this sport gets out there between YouTube and freaking live streams and all this stuff, it's just going to get worse, in my opinion. But it's a lot of shady folks out there. A lot of shady folks. And if you're one of those shady people watching this, shame on you, you piece of crap. Quit taking hard-earned money from folks. Traveling all over the damn country chasing bass, and you stealing their crap while they're freaking sleeping. Get yourself a damn job. That's what I say. All right. Here we go. So my guest today is a guy that really interesting dude. Really, really, really interesting dude. He fishes FLW. He's fished the Toyotas for a long time. He fished FLW when I did. When I was out there, and I got to know him a little bit out there. He is a great dude. He's a really funny dude. He keeps it very real on social media, which I love for obvious reasons. But in my opinion, he is one of the most underrated professional bass fishermen in this country, especially over on that FLW, MLFLW Big Five side. He finished up 4th place at the title event last year in that MLF style, every fish counts format up at Sturgeon Bay. Finished up 4th there. He just wrapped up a 15th place finish at Okeechobee and did it with 1 rod and reel. You heard me correctly, 1 rod and reel, and not by choice because he had all of his shit stolen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get him on the phone right now. We're going to see if we can get him. Hopefully we can hear him.
Hello.
What's up, Kurt?
What's going on, man?
Man, we got Kurt Mitchell on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. And, dude, I say this to everybody that calls in, just gave you probably the best intro ever. Like ever, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was solid. I mean, I left out your, like, adult films and stuff that you used to do, but I've got...
You didn't add that in there?
No, I left that out, buddy. I'm sorry.
That was my best career.
I'd see...
I did way better than that than fishing.
See, I disagree with that, man. That's why I said you're the most underrated, under-the-radar dude in professional fishing, in my opinion, man. Like, you're a guy that when I think back on fishing the tour, that was always catching them, dude. Like, you're so consistent, and it seemed like I would see you in an area, and I'm like, damn, there's Kurt. And then you look back at the standings later, and it's like, damn, he won another 10 grand. It's like, you're just always around them, man. But yeah. I want to, dude, we got to start. I introed this by saying you finished 15th at Okeechobee with basically 1 rod, but not by choice.
Yeah, so all my rods got stolen after the first day of the tournament. And the second day I scrounged around, and I ended up buying a rod at Roland Martin Marina, and I went out there with 1 rod. I didn't think about it at the time, but like as I was fishing, I was like, if this rod breaks, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So, do you have a rod sponsor? Did you buy the rods that you normally use, or what did you do there?
No, I'm sponsored by Impulse Rods. I just talked to them the other day. They're gonna hook you up with 4 rods.
Okay.
Awesome, but it was actually an arc rod, and I bought it. It's actually a pretty decent rod, but it was a 7'10". It was extra heavy. Because I planned on going out there and I flipping all day, flipping reeds.
Okay.
And I went out there for about an hour, and that wasn't working, so I ditched that and had to tie on a Big Easy on the 7'10" extra heavy, which was horrible at casting. I ended up catching a 6-pounder on it right off the bat, and those Big Easies, man, a lot of times the fish are there, they'll slap it out of the water or whatever. When that happens, you can throw a frog on top of them, and usually they'll come back and bite it. So I had that happen a couple of times. The fish come up on my Big Easy and miss it. I'd have to get down to the boat, cut my Big Easy off, tie a frog on, cast back over there, and catch.
So you would actually do? So you caught some on the frog after retying then?
Yeah, I caught a 5-pounder and a 3-pounder doing that.
Listen, man, dude, what you just described, like, everybody sees the post, these guys got 20 rods on the deck. These guys got the nicest stuff. You have historically, I'm going to tell on you, you've historically had a lot of shit like that happen, whether it be equipment.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like, Zach Burge gives you hell. You've had trolling motor issues, boat issues. But, dude, you overcome it. Like, you just always seem to overcome it.
I actually kind of enjoy it, Luke. It's one of the things, like, when you do good and say, for instance, Zach Burge, this tournament, he finished 35th place, I finished 15th, so I had to let him know that I did that with 1 rod.
Of course you did, yeah.
You can't let things like that slide.
No, you have to keep Zach Burge in his place. It's very important to keep the lid on that.
Absolutely.
So, dude, whenever I love your Instagram. I message you on there all the time. I'm a fanboy. Just because, dude, your brutal honesty. When you post a clip dropping an F-bomb because you lose one, you're like reminiscing on my drive to Florida, and you post that clip, dude, that crap hits me in my soul. Like, I love that so much. And I've had so many people send that to me like, dude, Kurt is the man. I'm like, you don't understand. He's like sneaky the funniest dude on tour, maybe. Like, in my opinion. So I'm so glad that you told us the story of like having to sit down. Dude, that's what normal folks go through. You know, we get spoiled a lot of times by having so many rods and reels, but that's just real life for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, the day was just, I don't know. It's something, you never prepare for something like that. You just
Not at all.
Deal with it. You know, just go with it and see what happens.
Were you guys staying at Roland's? Were you guys
Yeah, we were, yeah.
I got you. And dude, it's always been bad down there, I feel like. It's getting a lot worse, it seems like, to having your crap stolen. But how many rods and reels did they get, in case some of the listeners, I mean, obviously they got all of them.
Yeah, about 20 or so.
Whew.
They also got John Hunter's rods.
I heard that, yeah. Tanner Lyons was telling me that, yeah.
So, and somehow or another, we believe they were driving a motorcycle.
What?
Somebody for carrying 40 rods on a motorcycle, I'll never know. But somebody saw a motorcycle pull between our two boats.
No kidding.
At like 11 o'clock at night, yeah. And then somebody found one of John Hunter's rods in the middle of the road.
No kidding.
Yeah, so like he dropped one.
Damn it, man. So my dad and I, quick story, we're saltwater fishing one time. Got this little center console boat down in Orange Beach, Alabama. We got all of our rods stolen one night off the boat, and they rolled up in a jet ski.
Really?
Yeah, they caught them. They caught them later. We didn't get half, but they were hitting all these marinas, man, pulling up on a jet ski, jumping out, grabbing what all they could, driving back to a boat ramp and coming back and doing it again. Yeah, they caught them on a damn jet ski. Sure as the world. They were stealing coolers from people, rods, reels, the whole thing. So it doesn't surprise me. You get some dude out there on his damn dirt bike. Just, I would like to see a dude going down the road with 40 rods, though. I mean,
I don't know how you do it.
I don't either. Not in freaking drive.
No.
Well,
Probably wrecked.
Probably, hopefully, yeah. Fingers crossed, he did. Yeah, fingers crossed. So, any of y'all listening to this down in South Florida, if y'all are in that Clewiston, Okeechobee City area, be on the lookout for impulse rods. Be on the lookout. John's fishing Swait rods now, I think.
Swait rods,
yeah. Those red rods. Be on the lookout for them. You know, they always show up somewhere, I feel like, when somebody steals them, because that's obviously the reason that they do it. You know what sucks about that, Kurt, the most, I think, is it's one of our own that does that. That's why I said before you came on, like, it's a fisherman most of the time, I feel like, that does that.
Well, what's going to be painful to me about it is, you know, if it wasn't a fisherman, somebody's going to sell all them titanium Shimano reels for like $25. $400 for those reels.
That makes me want to throw up for you, dude. It makes me want to throw up. So, dude, tell me how a guy from Delaware learns how to catch bass at Lake Okeechobee. Like, what led you to this professional bass fishing path?
So, fishing in Delaware, in order to become professional, you have to learn in the dark. That's the only way I can explain it, because we don't have any lakes. We have ponds for the most part. I mean, my biggest lake in Delaware is 100 acres.
Wow.
That's it. And then they're all shallow. They're just ponds, you know. So, like, if you want to learn how to fish a deep crankbait, you got to, you know, think about how you're fishing a shallow crankbait. You know what I mean? You got to adjust that way. I mean, you got to you can't learn how to throw deep dive crankbait in, you know, 6 foot of water. You can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so it's one of the things that you got to kind of tell your. I don't even have to explain it. It's just one of the things you just got to, you know, keep on reading all you can and watching all the videos you possibly can. I mean, that's just a lot of effort, you know.
Oh, absolutely, dude. So when you're up there, are you fishing like Potomac River stuff? I know you fish. You're really good at catching smallies. I mean, are you fishing a lot of the Great Lake stuff? Hopping up to Champlain?
Delaware doesn't even have any smallmouth.
Well, I figured as much, but I mean, traveling around up there.
No smallmouth. Honestly, the first time I ever fished for smallmouth was at Lake Champlain at a Florida series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why, but smallmouth they made sense to me. I keep it really simple. With the smallmouth.
Yeah, you had a great event up there at the title tournament. I thought you were going to win the damn thing, man. I was pulling for you hard. Yeah, I bet, dude. So I saw you made a post earlier, a Instagram story post, which guys go follow Kurt Mitchell on Instagram. He is, dude. It's refreshing to see somebody that's this honest most of the time with all his content. But you said you got to get in that top 10 in the points. Your goal's AOY, but you got to get in the top 10. So are they taking the top 10 this year going to BPT?
Yeah, that's what's going on this year. If you're in the top 10 in the Toyota Series or the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit, you go to the BPT.
And that is, so I thought they were going to go off of a 2-year average, but that's just this year's point standings they're going to take, or is it an average?
I'm a little confused about that myself. I do know if you're in the top 10 in points this year, you're in.
Okay.
But there is something else going on where if your 2-year average is better than what you did this year, you can still somehow make it. I'm not really sure how it all works.
Basically, you just got to catch them.
Yeah, I just got to be in the top 10 this year. That's all I'm worried about.
That's all you're worried about. And
that's all I'm worried about.
What do you think about the rest of the schedule? Are you liking how it lays out for you?
I really do, honestly. We got Potomac, we got Thousand Islands. I mean, that to me, that's two of my favorite fisheries. The next one's Smith Lake. I've really struggled on spotted bass in the past, but last year I really put a lot of time and effort in, and I've gotten pretty good at them now.
Good.
Yeah. So,
I like that place.
I
think that pro circuit schedule is one of the best schedules in the country right now this year. I mean, you guys are going to Murray too, right? Lake Murray?
Yeah, I've never been there either, but I'm excited about that one though.
Yeah, it's a cool lake, really cool lake, man. Yeah. You'll do well there. You'll catch them. I fully expect you're one of the guys that I've said for a long time. You'll definitely be one of the first ones that gets called up to BPT. So let me ask you this, man, just because you're honest, and you said confusion, which made me laugh because the title of this episode may be "Why is Professional Bass Fishing So Confusing?" Because I was just talking about, like, if a dude pops on Fox Sports and sees the Elite Series for the first time, he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And then you got MLF with certain like fish landing rules, but in the pro circuit you can just do whatever you want, and it is kind of confusing, right? But what do you think? Sure. What's your honest opinion so far? You were an FLW guy through and through, just like I was. Like, what's your overall take on how everything's going this first year after you got your first event where everything's MLF branded? Like, what are you thinking? How are they doing?
Man, it actually was really smooth. We got some new people there doing videos and stuff there. There's just more employees there from MLF total. So, I mean, more people working. That's usually going to be, ran a little bit smoother. You're going to have more content and everything.
Yeah.
They've updated the website. The website looks a lot better than what it used to. So far, I'm loving it, honestly. Last year when they bought us, I wasn't a real big fan of. Now we're not a top tier.
Right. It's more like AAA because it's a feeder system, which is frustrating because it's not AAA.
Right. Yeah. Like we were top tier professionals, and now we're AAA, but they haven't made us feel that way at all. Like when I go out now, I still feel like I'm in a top tier.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you mind mixing it up with like Skeet and Chris Lane and those guys? Do you think that's cool, or do you think that they should kind of keep their place in BPT and let you guys qualify? What's your take on that?
No, I love it. I love it. I mean, when I was growing up, that was my whole goal, was to fish against Skeet Reed and them and all the guys, and now I'm doing it, and that's. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Yeah,
I was glad to see those guys get in the top 10. It's a little weird seeing them up there with Chris Jones. I won't lie.
yeah, for sure.
It's a little weird, but it's I think it definitely brings more eyeballs to what you guys are doing if you can get their fan bases to pay attention. My only concern with it, man, was I just don't want to see guys like you or Brad Knight, my buddies that are like through and through FLW guys, John Hunter. I would never want to see one of those guys get more press than you guys that have been putting in your time, energy, effort, and money. That was my number one concern, but it doesn't seem like that. And ultimately, though, if you perform, you're going to get the content you deserve. You're going to get your name out there. And that's you've never had a problem performing, man. You're going to be right there at the end of it. I've got I've got another question for you. You never wear a hat. What the hell is the deal with that?
Oh, no. See, those stories, I mainly just put them out there for the ladies. They like them. I get a lot of DMs. I put a hat on directly after I get done making the story.
So
you might think that's a joke. That is a true story. I'm not joking.
So you're trying to get the ladies to slide up in those DMs with no hat.
Exactly.
That's where I'm messing up. I opened this podcast with my wife in here. I'm glad she's not in here now. But so that's where I messed up in life. I always go hat. Damn.
Exactly.
Learning things.
They love the fresh hair.
You've always got a cut, son. You've always got it dialed up.
Fresh.
And
I keep it fresh.
You keep it dialed in, dude. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I need to remind you again, go follow Kurt Mitchell because, especially you three ladies that listen to this, go give Kurt a follow. He is out here flexing for y'all all the time with these good cuts. Chad Pipkins has got a hair sponsor over on the damn Elite Series. You need a hair sponsor. Hair care products.
Hey, any sponsor, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going about this the wrong way. You got to be selling yourself to Supercuts or something, buddy. Come on. The ladies love Kurt. Does it work?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
If it's funny, if I post something that's funny, they're not all funny.
No, you get serious too. You're like me. Like you got to bitch a little bit sometimes because that's just pro fishing, right? You got to. I think my top 5, and I sent this to Darian. I'm like, go watch this goofball. Whenever you were at Toho and you were just mad, you're like, I hate this place. I'm taking my boat off the water. It sucks. I hope they drain it because we've all been there a million times. And I'm like, I love that. But when it got cold, though, and you made the post, like you said you had 2 pairs of gym shorts on under your jeans, that did me in, man.
I can't stand Lake Toho. Something about that lake. I mean, all Florida lakes I struggle with. I got, other than Okeechobee now, apparently.
Yeah, you're dialed at Okeechobee, one rod, Todd.
Maybe I broke the curse. I don't know, but I know one thing. Toho, I can't stand that place. I've never got on them there, and I don't know if I ever.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Toho. I think I've had like one good one there and one bad one, so we're even.
Well, if you had one good one there, that's one more than I've had.
Yeah, I've had one down there where I caught a few, but the last time we were there in like 2019, no, it was no bueno.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was like 115.
You know that video you're talking about me cussing on there? That was at Toho. I almost had a good tournament there. I lost that fish, which was about 8 pounds. I lost another one that was about 6 that day. And I was like, well, there goes the tournament. I mean, I had a chance to do good on Toho. It just didn't happen.
Dude, that video, y'all go watch that video. The video's amazing. The video's amazing because it's just you by yourself losing it. And I love that. It's just true, man. It's really true. So, well, are you going to be making any cameos on Zach Burge's new video series? Can we see you? Can we get Kurt Mitchell updates during Zach's big production he's doing during these pro circuits?
Is updates on them?
Okay.
Yeah, I can probably do something like that. Yeah.
You need to. I need Kurt Mitchell in the background every time Zach's got a camera on him.
Absolutely, I would love to do that. there's actually nothing more in the world I would enjoy more than that.
You room with Zach for how many years?
2 or 3.
I was going to say I knew you traveled with Zach and those guys,
yeah.
And y'all were always back. I don't even have Snapchat anymore, but back when I had Snapchat, you guys on the night before the off day just sent it. It was full send.
Every time.
Every time.
Still do.
Still do. Still. It's well.
Nothing's changed.
I love it, man. We had down at Lake Seminole had you over when we did a big cookout one night down there. You guys all came over and we hung out. That's the night Brad Knight busted down the door in our rental house.
That was a pretty solid night.
It was
That was the first time I ever met Brad Knight.
Yeah. Will you ever forget it?
I've been a big fan of him ever since.
There's only one BK, buddy. There's only one BK. Well, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your drive to call in and chat. I'll shoot you a link when I get this sucker uploaded. And, dude, just keep keep on being you and keep on catching them, dude. I hope to see you in that top 10 at the end of this year. Y'all go follow Kurt Mitchell. And any shout-outs you want to throw out there, Kurt?
No, I'm good. We're good.
All right, you just hope that guy wrecked that motorcycle. That's all we hope.
Exactly, yeah. Hopefully he's in the hospital. Not dead, but just injured.
Just hurt a little bit.
Yeah, just hurt a little bit, yeah.
With a bunch of rods, and the doctor's like, hey, why do you have so many rods and reels? And then you get a call that they found your shit, hopefully.
As long as he didn't break it in my rods.
Exactly. He can wreck. Just don't wreck my rods, bro. All right, dude. Well, you be safe traveling on back to Delaware, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Kurt Mitchell, right there. That's a good dude, man. He's funny. He's funny. And y'all go check him out and see if you like his content. He's got some good stuff. He's great, man. He's a great fisherman, especially when you get around those smallmouth lakes. Potomac River, he'll be a lot of trouble there as well, I feel like, this year. I'm going to try to do one more thing. And, I like having guys on that I feel like every podcast in the world is going to have Bryan New on this week. Y'all know how many times we've had Bryan New on? Twice. I've been calling that one from way back. Y'all knew that. And he's going to do the gamut this week. And I'm so proud for him, but reached out to him to text him earlier, wishing him a congratulations. He and I talked last night. Super proud, but I'm going to do one thing. I've had some of y'all message me, you going to get the exclusive interview? Probably not. This is not an Elite Series post-game show, so probably not. But we'll see if we can get him on the phone to congratulate him right here. Probably not. Well, we're going to leave him a message if nothing else.
Yo.
All I got to say is you are on Low Budget Live, and you are now an Elite Series champion, my man.
Hold on now.
Hold on now. You are being recorded, so don't say nothing that you can't take back in a court of law. Are you there?
That's no fun. I am here. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. How are you feeling right now, my man?
Oh, not too bad, I guess.
You son of a gun.
Hey, I got to pee.
You got to pee. Listen, all I wanted to say is from me and the lowlifers, I just wanted to call you and tell you congratulations. And that's all I wanted. That's all we wanted tonight. I wanted to wish you congratulations on Low Budget Live.
Oh, well, thank you very much. But I can give you a little better than that. I can give you a little more time than that.
All right, well, call me back.
Like right now?
You said you had to pee.
No, I do, but I'm driving. I'm good.
Okay, you're good. All right, then. All right, then. This is as low budget as it gets right here. I just surprised Bryan New. We didn't have no set appointment. I just called my man, and here we go. So, dude, I mean, did you ever in your wildest imagination think that you would hold a blue trophy in your first damn one?
I mean, I imagined it.
I'm so proud for you, dude.
Oh gosh, dude! What a blessed life. Like that's, you could say week, couple years. No, dude, it's a blessed life.
I'm with that, dude. I'm with that, and. Somebody made a post and said, man, that bottom half of that jersey is going to fill up after this one. And I said, well, if anybody had been paying damn attention, it'd already be full. I've been trying to tell y'all about this boy.
Oh, man. Well, I know you're a little disappointed that I don't have a cougar, but.
Dude, I am. I thought about that all day. I thought he missed the best chance in the world to have a cougar on that jersey.
No, everything worked out, dude. Like, I kind of backpedaled. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to promote myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'll do that thing. I wasn't like super original. People done it before, but like I literally was at the wrap shop 2 days before I'm supposed to leave, and I posted a picture of it. And I got a phone call. I actually didn't answer phone calls when we were at lunch, so I called him back. we get back to the shop. I'm at the wrap shop actually working on my boat at the moment. Get back, talking to you. That must be important, you know. So my buddy Todd Go did all the fish.
Yeah.
I can't even talk. So my buddy
Todd Go.
For Mlflw Fish Lure. I can't talk to him. My voice is gone. He said, hey, I see you don't have a title sponsor. I said, you were right. He said, you need one. I said, you were right. He said, I want to be one. I said, talk to me, baby.
Yes.
And I stopped right there. I said, hey, Mike, my buddy just put my strap on. And, so I had to come back the next day and they had to reprint some stuff. And here we are, dude. So they usually, they come on board in a big way and definitely makes things easier for the year. And, hey, now things are a lot easier.
You better be sponsoring Low Budget Live, son. I think you said when you won the Classic you were going to sponsor it. We should have made that Elite Series bet.
Oh, shoot. No, we did not.
Low Budget Live brought to you by Bryan New.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, man. Dude, so just I won't keep you, man. I know that you're with the fam. Y'all are. I know that they got to come down and see everything, but I just wanted to tell you congratulations, and I do want to ask one thing, because dude, you're gonna do Bass University this week. You're gonna do freaking Ike Live. You're gonna do everything this week, and everybody's gonna get the dirty details on how you called them if they didn't watch it. But did you think coming out of practice that you had an opportunity? Were you confident going into this event?
I actually was. I didn't think I was going to win, but I had a good practice. And it's funny because last year I had a good practice at Kissimmee doing the exact same thing I did this week.
Yep.
And it went all to hell come tournament time, but still bounced around and made it happen. And then, practice was a joke. I mean, it was terrible. And then the last day of practice, like the last 2 or 3 hours, I started getting some bites. And I said, okay, this is all right. I know, hold on, I'm reading the text from my wife.
Those are important. You better get that one.
Yeah, they are. So I got a few bites, not a bunch, but I had like 2 bites here, 1 bite, and then 3 bites in the place. Like, and the weather was right. The weather was perfect, like 4 big waves come up. And I've always heard about this perfect storm in Florida.
Yeah, that's right.
I almost seen it one time at Okeechobee a few years ago in the coast of my buddy Nick Tavero. I know I killed that, but Peter T's boy.
Yeah, Nick T. Yeah, Tilaveros.
Nick T. Yeah. So I almost seen it happen there that year, but until this week, dude, the perfect storm happened this week.
Yes, it did.
And I knew there was a chance of that with the weather. The way we had that big cold front last week before we got here, and then practice was a shit show. And then the last day of practice they started easing up there, and dude, it happened. Like, it went down. It got nasty.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did, dude. I know you're pumped, man. I watched all day. Those 2 big fish, when you caught them late in the day, you were so jacked up, man.
Oh, yeah.
You were so fired up.
Like, I don't get excited like that.
No, not at all.
And, like, I won big events. Like,
that's
I
right.
won the same amount. Hold on. I'm still on the fastest route. Like, I've won that much money before 2 years ago at the Race Top Championship.
That's right.
But it's not the Bassmaster Elite Series.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong. Now, I was excited back then, but it's not even. It don't even compare.
Not.
Like,
man,
really don't.
well, and I talked about it before you came on. The field, the top 10 was stacked with killers. I mean, you had Greg freaking Hackney breathing down your neck, bro. For the first time in your life, you had the hack attack right behind you in his element, too. You know, doing what he does, and you were able to put together, and Zona said it best at the end of day 3. He said, whoever puts together the biggest bag for day 4 wins, basically. And that's what you did. You went and dropped a big old sack on them, dude. And it was a lot of fun to watch, buddy. It's a lot of fun to watch. Is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to, a thank you to on LBL as you're driving away just a couple hours removed from getting that blue trophy? Let's hear it.
Dude, I want to thank everybody listening to Low Budget Live, everybody that works at Bass, all the sponsors of Bass, all of my sponsors, Greenfish, Fitzgerald Rods, Holtz Fish Lures, Abu Garcia Reels, Berkeley, Sunline, AFCO, I know I'm forgetting one. Zoom. Zoom. Heck,
that's right.
I caught 19 of the 20 bass that I weighed in this week. I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. I caught 17 of the bass that I weighed in this week on a Zoom black and blue 5-inch Zoom Slinky. And I weighed the other 3 in on 2 of them on a Berkeley Warpig and 1 on a Berkeley Swearable 5.5. And so every one of those guys, thank you for being behind me. Thank you for helping me make it easier to be out here. And dude, I'm looking forward to Valentine Yellowstone.
Dude, think about this before I hang up. Think about this, Bubba. You won the first Bassmaster Elite Series you ever fished, and it's only February. And you still got the Bassmaster Classic and a hell of a great schedule coming up. This ain't going to be the last time we talking to you on LBL, and you know it, and I know it, and I can't wait. You said you want to go past Rookie of the Year. Zona said it. Today you want AOY in the Classic, and I hope we get to see you do both, buddy.
I know that's crazy, and that's everybody's goal, but that's my goal. You got to have goals in life. And
that's right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, those are like the biggest possible goals I can have with my fishing career, especially my first year of it. And, but, like, that's crazy big. But you also got to have, like, lower goals. So if you have, like, stupid, crazy high goals like that, you don't, that are not going to be easy to fulfill, you kind of get down on yourself. But, like, heck, I've made my number one goal all the time is to make a living.
Yep.
Well, I made a living this week.
That's right.
So that's my number one goal. Now let's go to the next goal.
Yep. Your goal last year was to get to the Elites. You did that in true Bryan New fashion. Now you're out there, and by God, they all know your name now, buddy. Congratulations, dude.
Oh, thank you, Lou. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. I tell everybody the story, man. From the first time I got to know you, but then I got to share a boat with you, and ever since then, I'm like, this young man right here is going to he's going to be around for a long time, and I'm proud to know you, man.
Oh, I'm proud to know you, Lou. And it's kind of funny. Like I was thinking earlier this week, like, yeah, I fished out of the back of his boat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey, so honestly, sitting there, I can't think of who all was fishing today. But I fished out of the back of Hackney's boat. He was fishing today. Brian Schmidt's boat. He was fishing today. And I remember Patrick Walters. There was some other guys. But
yeah.
No disrespect to anyone, but I got a lot of mine. So that's all I remember. But no, it's cool. Like there was so many. Heck, 99 guys out there. I'd probably fished out of the back of 20 of them's boats.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and that's what led you to being what you're now. You are now. You take all that you learned, all that time on the water, man, and it just makes you that much more dangerous.
Oh well, no, it just makes me that much more blessed. Like, without blessings that God has put in my life, none of this happens.
I'm with you, man, and you're a blessed man for sure.
Oh shoot!
Well, you be safe taking her to North Carolina, buddy.
I will do it.
And you absolutely, you rest up tonight. You probably won't sleep a wink, I imagine, because you'll be sitting there looking at that pretty blue trophy. But you just you take care, be safe on the road, man. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Thanks for answering.
Yes, sir. You're an important man.
Whatever.
I got you on the VIP list.
Am I on the favorites list? Thank you, Mr. New. I appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, I'm still waiting. Hopefully, we get to go on that Mlflw trip.
Dang right.
We got to get that next bigger goal, though.
That's right. We do. We got one more in June to knock out, and then we're going to do that.
That's right.
All right, buddy. Well, you be safe. Tell the family I said hey, and can't wait to talk to you again, bud.
All right. See you, Luke.
See you, buddy. All right. Well, that worked out. Little helter-skelter, but we got Bryan New on the phone to congratulate him, man, and super proud for that dude. One of my cameras died during that, but hopefully the old GoPro is capturing it. I want to thank all of you for listening. I know this is kind of a crazy episode. 2 guests and the triple threat in the house. But I just want to thank y'all all for listening, for commenting, for subscribing. Make sure you're subscribed to the Luke Duncan's Traveling Circus YouTube channel if you are not. We got a lot of stuff coming up, especially this Show Up, Shut Up is coming back with Stupid Darian and myself. Of course, you got LD and the MC coming up on Wednesday with Mr. Mercer, and the cameras just died. I will see you all next week. Here's Biloxi Blues on the way out. The cameras literally just died. We have no video. None whatsoever. Thank y'all. Be sure to hug your mama and your daddy. Love you, miss you.
From Jackson Town to Tupelo, I never could make it last. Spanish moss, a Civil War ghost, well, I'm gonna leave them in the past. Any direction, Lord, I'll be fine. It don't matter, east or west. North, south, wherever the wind blows, I'm leaving those burdens at rest. This highway, it does not know my name, and I don't care, no, I don't care. Headed my way for another place, and I got 3 good tires and a spare. Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.